My boy Conor Wallace made a video about me, the rise of Bryan Arnett. Conor CC, bro. I have not watched it. Obviously, it came out 48 minutes ago. I told him I was going to react to it on stream. Obviously, it's like a mini doc about me. Conor could have just reached out, asked me questions for the video, but he did all the research on his own from what is already out there online. So W Conor, bro, he could have took the shortcuts and been like, bro, where were you born? You know, blah, blah, blah. Growing up, what did, blah, 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 blah. You know, you feel me? Conor V2. No, but yeah, let's just jump into it, bro. Shout out Conor. I've been waiting to see this, bro. I'm hyped. Ooh. Let me know how audio is. Oh, I got the chills. I'm scared.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my gosh, yes, dude.
Let's go. Isaac, thank you so much for the $4.99. I appreciate you, bro.
This is Bryan On It. He's a 22.
Bro, this shit's ass. Imagine.
Year-old skateboarder.
No, I'm playing.
This is Bryan On It. He's a 22-year-old skateboarder who currently resides out of Los Angeles, California.
No way, he just said resides. Bro, I literally just said that when, like, 3 minutes ago when talking about those kids. I swear I did not watch this.
He's a 22-year-old skateboarder who currently resides out of Los Angeles, California. He has a YouTube channel which has amassed over 250,000 subscribers and has now ventured into live streaming, clothing, and more. But where did he come from?
Yo, this is
In
sick.
this video, we're going to go over his come up, and this is the rise of Bryan On It.
On the beat. All right, Conor. I'm gonna critique it a little. I'm gonna do some correcting, if there is correcting needed. You couldn't pick a better font, bro. He's got Arial. He's got the Arial font. Nah, this shit's sick so far though. It's only 56 seconds in. Hard ass intro. Okay, with the sound effects.
On the 14th of December 2000, Bryan was born in Ventura County, California. Throughout his life, he's lived with his mum, Diane, who's made multiple appearances in his YouTube videos. His dad, whose name I wasn't able to find online, has also made appearances in videos.
His name's Victory
Bryan
Barra.
also has an older half-brother named Brandon Lloyd, who's around 5 or 6 years older than Bryan, and is known online as Carly the Kid.
Yeah,
he posts
shout out
music
Callie
to his
the
YouTube
Kid.
channel and has a pretty crazy backstory. His sister is Bryan Arnett. She's about 2.5 years older
got
than
the whole
Bryan,
family.
and also has a YouTube channel called It's Bree Plays.
Nah, you found her channel. Ain't no way. Oh, that's funny. Yo, Nikki, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, she does gaming videos.
Bryan found a passion for creating videos, specifically random vlogs, skateboarding videos, and even basketball videos at the start. With his current YouTube channel being created on the 20th of December 2011, shortly after turning 11 years old. Bryan has said multiple times that he started skating when he was around 7 years old after being inspired by Tony Hawk's American Wasteland and his brothers plus his friends skating at the time. His dad was the first person to start taking him to skate parks as he was a rollerblader himself. Bryan also said he quit skating multiple times, but said he eventually started again for good in 6th grade, when he was living in Peru.
Yo, this is sick.
Around this time growing up, he was also playing football and basketball, with some of his early football highlights still being on YouTube until this very day. Bryan said his mum wanted this to be his future, but he lacked discipline when it came to taking orders from a coach and being told what to do. The thing I lacked was discipline. I threw fits and begged my mum to let me skip practice because I just didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, I lack discipline on the field. I had discipline, you know. I wouldn't be like, I'm not gonna do that, coach. But like, I didn't want to go to practice. But once I got there, it was like, you know, my head's on straight. But I just didn't want to fucking get out of bed and leave.
Discipline. I threw fits.
Isaac, thank you for the $4.99, bro. I appreciate you.
Because I just didn't want to be there. As soon as Bryan got the opportunity, he quit football because it got in the way of skating. Around this time, his first video on the channel, A Day in My Life 1, was posted on the 17th of February 2014. This video was posted when he was 13 years old and in middle school. There was videos before this, but they've since been made private. Bryan said on the
See, that's what I'm talking about. He could have just been like, "Yo, what's the first video on your channel that's private?" You know, but he's going off of what's public. I respect it, bro. This is insane, bro. Got me feeling like I made it and
Downstar
shit.
podcast that this was around the time he got serious with skating and wanted to build some kind of future in skateboarding. But I'm sure he couldn't have imagined what was about to come.
Bro,
Only one
I
more
can get
video
into chills.
2014 is still public on his channel, A Day in My Life 2. 2015 was the year Bryan said he started doing late tricks, which he'd later become synonymous with. Only 3 videos are still public from 2015, after many were privated years later. In 2016, Bryan started sending clips into channels such as Major Crew, for them to review and return of a shout out. With this boosted traction to his channel,
Yeah. Dude, I used to care about age so much. All this footage was when I was 14. I just turned 15. Like a year, one number difference makes like a big difference. Like people are gonna respect me more if I was 14 rather than 15.
these shoutouts took him
That'll
to
be
his
research,
first 500
bro.
subscribers, nearly
Yeah.
5 years after starting his channel. This was around the time he had his first fan interaction, with a kid coming up to his door before school to ask him how to fakie big spin. Bryan says one big mistake he made around this time was self-promoting in other creators' comments.
Facts, bro. And it wasn't just this
Made
one.
around this time was self-promoting in other.
This was after I knew that like you shouldn't do this. Like this was already when I got that not reality check, but like somebody kind of like, you know, put me in my place. I would comment this on like multiple creators' channels. Like what was this? This was 5 years ago, so it was probably like 6-7 years ago. I would just be like, "Yo, check out my videos. I make skate vlogs and day in life," you know. But this was like after I already knew not to do that. But I commented this on Braille because I was like, it kind of fits their vibe. And this time it actually worked. This comment actually worked because they saw it, then did the video, gave me a shout out. But I do not recommend this. But yeah, big mistake when starting up.
Creators' comments. 2016 was also the year he released his first street part, 4th of July, which came out on, you guessed it, 4th of July.
You guessed it. Hey, bro, Connor, wait, does it say July 5th for you? Because you're in New Zealand, does it say July 5th?
Of July, which came out on, you guessed it, 4th of July 2016.
It does, that's funny.
One piece of promotion that came naturally was through Braille Skateboarding, leaving a comment under Bryan's video, Gummy Lifesaver Bushings, asking if they could use the idea in return of a shout out.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. It was natural to an extent, but I did leave that comment, you know? So like I'm 99% sure they only found the video because of my comment. But you know, I didn't ask them for a shout out. I was more just talking to the people in the comments. I didn't think Braille was gonna see it.
Bryan later said in the 2021 video, Back to My Roots, "It was one of my first videos to get 1k views. I got to like my first 1k subs, bro. Crazy." Bryan has cited Paul Rodriguez, Nigel Houston, and Chris Jocelyn as pro skaters that inspired him growing up. Although, his main inspirations came from the new wave of YouTube skaters, Andy Schrock, John Hill, Braille, and Ninja Lifestyle to name a few.
Yup.
This was also the year that he started the Flat Bar Versus series on his channel and started doing parody videos, impersonating creators such as Garrett Jenner, Roy Purdy, and Danny Duncan.
Yes, sir. And there was strategy behind it. I was like, okay, I could tap into their audience, you know? I got to give their audience a reason to watch my videos because nobody cares about me. I have like a couple thousand subscribers. You know, it was more like, okay, kind of like what Connor's doing right here. You know, Connor's making a video about me, not in the same, you know, style whatsoever. He's not making a parody, but like, you know, this is tapping into my audience. You know, people who don't watch the streams or know Connor can go watch this video and be like, oh, this guy's cool, you know? And there was also like, oh, well, what if they shouted out on their stories, which a couple of them did, and
this proved
helped.
to be a big growth strategy for Bryan, as he closed out the year on 10,000 subscribers. The 10,000 subscriber special came out on the 9th.
Bro, I did not think I would get past 5 digits. When I hit 10,000, watching it go from 9,000 to 10, 5 digits, I was like, damn, well, like, I literally I screen recorded this live count, you know? And I did not think Like I was like, damn, I'm watching it go from 4 digits to 5. I wanted to hit 100K, but I was like, this could very much be like the last time I watch it, change to a bigger digit number. I don't know. I just remember thinking that.
The 10,000 subscriber special came out on the 9th of January 2018, titled as a best of 2017 compilation. Including this video, Bryan posted 19 videos throughout the calendar year of 2018, heavily decreasing his output from the previous year of 47 videos.
Wait, I did?
2018. Including this video, Bryan posted 19 videos throughout the calendar year of 2018, heavily decreasing his output from the previous year of 47 videos.
Oh yeah, I remember dropping to like only posting like once a month, if even that. And I don't even think a lot of them are private. Maybe some are private, like a few, but for the most part, they're all out there from that time frame. But yeah, damn, you really counted? Damn, the determination. Nah, but yeah, I remember slowing down a lot in 2018, and then at the end of the year, that's when I started working at McDonald's. Blah blah blah. But yeah, I was just so inconsistent, bro. I would come back a month later and be like, hey guys, remember me? Like, bro.
At this point, Bryan was now a senior in high school and about to be 18 years old. By December of 2018, his channel only had 19,000 subscribers and was barely pulling in $100 a month. To support himself, he got a job at his local McDonald's when he turned 18 and had no idea what he wanted to do with his life. Bryan's last YouTube video, recreating my 2016 Street Part 2, was uploaded on his 18th birthday. After going silent on YouTube for over half a year, Bryan posted his comeback video, Trendy Skateboard Setup 2019, on the 18th of July 2019. He explained in the time he was gone, he had moved houses, passed his driver's license, gotten a job, graduated high school, and gotten into a relationship with a girl who he's no longer in contact with, so for that reason I'll be leaving her unnamed. He finally opened up to her about YouTube, and she convinced him to start his channel again. He decided to quit his job at McDonald's on the spot, and applied at Active Ride Shop for a part-time job, meaning he'd have much more time to start posting videos again, but not be bringing in as much money. By November 2019, only 4 months after his comeback, his channel had more than doubled. At the start of 2020, Bryan's part-time job and sponsor at the time, Connor. Active Ride Shop, closed at all locations. He applied to multiple other jobs, and when none accepted him...
Bro, I was thinking about Active yesterday. Like, I was reminiscing last night. And my homie Max posted a picture, like, he made this little fingerboard replica of Active Ride Shop. And I was just looking at it, and I was like, damn. Like, I really miss Active, bro. I do miss working there. Like, not just Active itself. Like, I miss working there. I miss my coworkers. Like, just that era of life. Because that's when, like, the hunger was, like, fresh, I set out on that plan. And, like, that's when the hunger is, like, bro, there's no backup plan. Obviously, there still isn't. But, like, it's, like, there's no option of not working, my plan. Like, I was going to make it work. And I don't know. It was just such a fucking sick era. Mark, I appreciate you for the 99 cents. But yeah, shout out Active Ride Shop.
Ride Shop closed at all locations. He applied to multiple other jobs, and when none accepted him, his girlfriend at the time wanted him to go to college. After 2 days at Ventura College, Bryan left and took it as a sign to go full-time with content creation. This is around the time where Bryan started to branch out with content outside of skateboarding.
It was kind of like, even when I was working at Active, this isn't me correcting you, by the way, Connor. This is just me, like, telling, like, the raw story. It was kind of, like, in the background at all times. College was always, like, a conversation with her family. But it was a bigger conversation, after I had no job, was not interested in pursuing anything except videos.
After 2 days at Ventura College, Bryan left and took it as a sign to go full-time with content creation. This is around the time where Bryan started to branch out with content outside of skateboarding. A second channel, More Bryan Arnett, was created on the 5th of February 2020, with the first video being posted 9 months later in November. This channel was originally behind the scenes type of content, but would later have the name changed to Bryan Arnett Live.
Yes, bro. Real ones know. This channel, some people still think that Bryan Arnett Live and More Bryan Arnett are two different channels. Like, I had a couple people comment. They were like, when listing all my channels, they were like, you got Bryan Arnett Gaming, More Bryan Arnett Live. Like, they don't realize it's the same channel. But yeah, real ones
this
know
channel
that.
Was originally behind.
real ones know that this channel started by just like the extra stuff that didn't make the cut on the main channel, you know, and then ended up filming dedicated videos and then streaming, you know, story
type of content, but
you guys know the
later
story
had
from
the
there.
name changed to Bryan Arnett Live. On the 24th of May 2020, Bryan would achieve a lifetime goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers, posting on Twitter, "Since middle school, it's always been a dream of mine to reach
Man's pulled up my Twitter.
100,000 subscribers on YouTube." Well, today that dream finally came true. On the 8th of August, he landed the late shove down the triple set, which then got its own dedicated video, Bryan Arnett My War.
I almost didn't post that video,
Its own
bro.
dedicated video, Bryan Arnett My War.
I posted it because of you guys. You guys were in the comments like, this needs a My War, this needs a behind the scenes of all the fails. And then I was like, all right, let's do it. And it was a lot of editing, but I'm glad I made this video.
Released on August 22nd. In between this, on August
Appreciate
15th,
it, Lana.
the first drop from Bryan's clothing brand, Lake Club, sold out in just over 30 minutes. To close out the year,
that was
Bryan
such a
released a
fucking
street part
amazing feeling.
titled Better Late Than Never.
I've been on my body, I've been on my mind. They want to see me fall, but I ain't got time.
The part was
Shout out
received well,
Piotto.
and going into 2021, Bryan
Ain't no
was well
way.
on his way to
Ain't no way he
200,000
pulled up our
subscribers.
song.
It's Amari on the beat.
On the 13th of March 2021, Bryan released a video titled Becoming a Rapper in One Day, where he released his first song as a feature on childhood friend Anthony Piotto, also known as Piotto's.
Bro, I've known him since I was like 11 or 12. Maybe even like kind of knew him before that, but actually started, you know, talking to him, hanging out with him when I was like 11 or
Loose
12.
Chips. The song was
That shit
released
crazy.
on Spotify the same day.
Shout out Piotto too.
You to win, but they're hoping that you fall. Back when I was down bad, I had nobody to call. See me doing good, now they want a piece of it all. But I don't fuck with fake shit, so I can't be seen with y'all.
On the 19th of April, Bryan took to Twitter to announce he'd now be leasing an office space, which would be his until later on the following year.
Look at that desk setup, bro. Oh my god, I was looking at this the other day with Ashton. Look at my desk. This was my desk setup. This desk was like $90 from Walmart. It was so small compared to like, if you guys have seen my setup now that I stream on. Like, but I remember being so hyped on this. Like, bro, why do I have index cards and sticky notes and a stapler? Motherfucker thought he was working at a school. It was sick to have an office, but I was here, you know, to film content. I wasn't here to like grade papers. But yeah, I just like, looking back, I'm like, damn, this was not a good setup.
The following month in May, Bryan's third channel, the Late Talk podcast, was created, with the first episode being released in that same month. The channel featured Jay Films as co-host, a close friend of Bryan. The Late Talk podcast would later be rebranded to Amplified Podcast in January 2023. In July, Bryan would post a video titled Opening Raising Canes by Myself. In the video, Bryan managed to get into Canes and was later contacted by their attorney to take down the video before any legal action would be taken.
Bro, those are the
3
type
months
of pranks
after
I
the
like to
video was
do.
originally-
But like, so many have been done. Like, not just employee pranks, but just like, this feels like me. You know, some pranks I find funny, but when I try to execute them, it's just, it doesn't feel like me. But this felt like me, bro. I want to do more stuff like this. Even if it's not like a whole dedicated video, even if it's just like a bit. Gauges, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you for being in stream and thank you for the dono.
Posted, Bryan once again made it public, saying, "This is one of my favourite videos I've ever made, and I was bummed when they made me take it down. It's been 3 months, and I decided, fuck it, I'm leaving it up." The following month, on the 14th of August, Bryan hit 200,000 subscribers, and posted a video titled 200,000 in Miami. At this point, it seemed like things couldn't be going better. On the 2nd of October, a video titled The Old Bryan Arnett Is Back was released, in which Bryan explained about his previous desire to remove skateboarding from his channel and be known as a YouTuber rather than a skateboarder. He talked about how he barely felt like skateboarding anymore, and how this whole saga culminated in a mental breakdown in September. He said this was caused by feeling like he had to skate.
Bro, I've gone through so many of these creative blocks, but I was thinking about this yesterday. Like, it's been building who I am today and the content that I make today. These creative blocks are some of my lowest points in the last few years. When I think about it on the bright side, I'm like, every creative block, like, I get through it and I up the content in some way. Or maybe I post some fucking flops, you know? But either way, it shapes the content that I am going to put out in the future, the content I'm putting out now, you know. Whatever was going through my head right here, if that didn't happen, I might not be here today, you know?
and said, when you go to the skate park for 5 hours just to land 4 tricks for a YouTube video and then still get comments that it wasn't good enough, at that point it just feels like you're skating for everybody except yourself. I feel like this was a huge turning point in Bryan's YouTube career, getting to the point where he decided to skate where he wanted to, with who he wanted to, and do what tricks he wanted to do. His 2021 compilation...
Yeah, I still kind of lean into that a little bit, where I'm at the skate park and I'm trying to do different tricks. But if I end up just being like, fuck it, I'm going to do a late shove, I don't give a fuck, bro. At this point, I'm like, when I'm trying those new tricks and trying to get out my comfort zone, that's for me now. That's for me. Like this year, you know, I'm trying to hop on a few more rails and stuff like that. That's not because people have been telling me to. I mean, a little bit, you know. I'll be asking on Instagram, what do you guys want to see me skate more of? You guys watch the videos, you know. But like, as a skateboarder, it's got to be me first.
Was his last main channel video for 2021. In January of 2022, Bryan created a 4th YouTube channel under the name Bryan Arnett, with the intention of posting chill skate vlogs while saving his best work for the main channel. The first Bryan Arnett video was posted on May 28th, featuring Ricky Glaser.
Yeah, they were going to be like this. Like, I feel like this first video, it was just a raw video that I filmed in like 45 minutes at the Braille House. And then I slowly started, you know, trying to up my standards on this channel, you know, up the quality. And then I ended up just finding like a middle ground where I was like, okay, this is what I want to be posting. So then I took it back to the main channel because I was like, people are fucking with them. This is where, you know, I mean, I'm having fun. So it's like, this is what I'm talking about. All these like creative blocks, you know, this channel was created because of a creative block that I went through. But it like opened my eyes instead of me feeling like stuck still.
For the first half of 2022, the output of main channel videos was slow, as Bryan said he was going through a creative slump. He started experimenting with even more different content, different characters, and different creators and friends in his videos, such as Edgar Danu, Ashton Kelly, Casey Jones, and even an appearance from Gifted Hater. On the 8th of August, Bryan posted a video to more Bryan Arnett, titled, I Guess I'm a Streamer Now, explaining he had bought an entire PC setup to livestream on twitch.tv. Bryan later switched the streams to YouTube, but amassed around 5,500 Twitch followers during his 2 months on the platform. In between this, Bryan left his office space in September due to prolonged construction on the building. This was where he first mentioned a possible move out of Fillmore, California, where he'd lived nearly his entire life. On the 20th of October, We Shut Down LA came out, where Bryan hosted a meetup at an LA skate spot. The LAPD would later contact him about the safety of this event, which resulted in him not being able to do anything.
W-Day though. W-Day.
To end off the year, Bryan went on a weeks-long road trip filming daily videos for the main channel. In January 2023, Bryan created yet another channel, this time under the name Bryan Arnett Gaming, with the first video being posted the day after Christmas.
Don't tell me he's going to be like, featuring someone from the community named Conor Wallace. Don't tell me he's going to talk about himself in third person.
Creation on January 31st. The plans for the channel are still somewhat unclear, with only 4 videos and 1 live stream being uploaded and streamed, and the description only reading, mainly skate through. On the 13th of February 2022, Bryan moved from Fillmore to 20 minutes outside of LA, announced via a big video on the main channel titled Moving to Los Angeles at 22 years old. He moved in with good friend and fellow content creator Ashton Kelly, who previously lived in Las Vegas and made content with Bryan
the palm trees, the Vegas sign,
in the past. And that takes us to the present day, the 16th of March 2023. So what's next from here? Bryan's had his ups and downs on the platform of creative blocks, uploading schedules, and striving for perfection in all of his content. But I think this strive for perfection is why he's always maintained a consistent growth. As of recording this video, Bryan's main channel's just hit 250,000 subscribers. If this is your first time hearing his name, make sure to check out his channels, you won't regret it, and maybe comment Conor Wallace sent you. This video took so many hours of researching, watching interviews, scripting, editing, recording, and much more, so a like would mean the world. This is very different to my normal content, so if you enjoyed, let me know by leaving a comment. My next video will be back to the regular skate vlogs like there's been in the past. If you guys missed the last one, make sure to check that out in the description below. I recently made a Discord server, so if you guys want to join that and interact with the community, then that'll be sick. Let's try and get some people in that. And yeah, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
W Conor, bro. Bro, let me see some W's in the fucking chat for Conor. Damn, bro, this video was a masterpiece, bro. I thought I was gonna have to do correcting, but man's got everything right. I appreciate all the support because you've been watching for a while, Conor. Everybody go show him some love.